Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Today is our 10th video lecture for second year students, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Rosia Imran, your mathematics teacher. Chapter number 5 we already started, and exercise 5.1 first 3 questions we already done. I hope you will understand it. Question number 4 and 5 is just like question number 3 with a little difference. So today we will discuss question number 3 and question number 4 and 5, and then we will start the next exercise. Question number 4 is graph the solution region of the following system of linear inequalities and find the corner points in each case. Only difference is that you have to find the corner points. Rest of the method is just like the previous question. You write the associated equation for the inequality, then you find the 2 points for each equation, each associated equation to draw the graph, then you check the test point, and the only difference is that you have to find the corner points where the shaded area is located. These corner points you are going to find. The only difference is this. Rest of the method is just like question number 3. So first of all, we write the associated equation. So for this 2x minus 3y less than equal to 6, associated equation is 2x minus 3y equal to 6. And for the second, that will be equation number 4. For the second inequality, 2x plus 3y equal to 12. This is equation number 5. This is the associated equation of inequality number 2. The third is x is greater than equal to 0. So x will be equal to 0. This is equation number 6. Now from equation number 4, first we solve equation number 4 to get the points. We put value of y equal to 0 in equation number 4. When we put y equal to 0 in equation number 4, so we get 2x minus 0 equal to 6. To multiply here, shifted at other side, it will be divide, and x is equal to 3. So we get the first point for equation number 4, that is 3, 0, which cut x-axis at 0.30, where x value is 3 and y value is 0. Now in equation number 4, we put x equal to 0. When we put x equal to 0, we get 0 minus 3y equal to 6. Minus 3 multiply, shifted at other side, it will be divide. So 6 divided by minus 3, we get minus 2. So the second point on y-axis for equation number 4 is 0 minus 2. With the help of these 2 points, you first draw equation number 4 line. Look, on x-axis, x is equal to 3 and y-axis 0, and on y-axis, x is equal to 0, y-axis minus 2. So you join these 2 points and then you draw this line. Now you have to find for equation number 5. You put y equal to 0 in equation number 5, so you get 2x plus 0 equal to 12. 2 divide on other side, so x is equal to 6. So the first point for equation number 5, which cut x-axis at 6, 0. When x value is 6, y value is 0. Now you put x equal to 0 in equation number 5. When you put x equal to 0, you get 3y equal to 12. 3 multiply here, shifted at other side, divide. So y is equal to 4 and y-axis at 0, 4. Now you have to draw these 2 points for the second line. When you draw it, x-axis is 6, y-axis is 0. So this point. And on y-axis, x-axis 0, y-axis 4, this point. Now you draw these 2 lines. When you draw these 2 lines, you will get this. Now you have to check the test point. Putting in left hand inequality number 1, you put 0, 0. When you put 0, 0, so 0 minus 0, 0, and 0 is less than equal to 6. So satisfy. Number 1 is satisfied by 0, 0, means that the origin is the line is inside contain the origin. So the shaded area for the first line will be in upward direction. It contains the origin. Now you have to check the test point for the second inequality. When you put 0, 0 in the second inequality, 0, 0 and 0 is less than equal to 12, again it satisfies, so it contains the origin. For the second line, this line, it contains the origin, so the shaded area will be in the downward direction. Now when you check the test point for both, x equal to 0 is the equation y-axis, means that on y-axis on this it contains the origin, so it will be like this. So now you have to find the corner points, the corner points which contain the shaded area. If you give them name, this A and this one is B and this one is C, these are the corner points, and in these points this shaded area contain. So you know that A is 0, 4 when x-axis is 0, y-axis 4, and B is 0, -2. You have to find the C. How you have to find C? C is 4.51. How? With the help of graph, you have to find C. It is in front of 1 on y-axis, and above it 4.5. This is 3. So it is at the middle of 3 and 4. So 4.5. So this is point C. So A is the point of intersection of 5 and 6. B is the point of intersection of 4 and 6, and C is the point of intersection of 4 and 5. So in the same way, you have to do the remaining question. I'll discuss the second part with you, and then you do the remaining parts of this question, and then I'll discuss question number 5, because nothing difficult in these questions. The method is just like the previous question. So now come to the second part, x plus y less than equal to 5 minus 2x plus y less than equal to 2 and y is greater than equal to 0. We write the associated equation for these three inequalities. So x plus y equal to 5, number 4, minus 2xy plus y equal to 2, number 5, y equal to 0, number 6. Now putting y equal to 0 in the first associated equation, so x is equal to 5. So the first point on x-axis is 5, 0. When you put x equal to 0, so y is 5, so y-axis at 0, 5. So when we draw this number 4, how can we draw it on x-axis 5, y-axis 0, and on y-axis 0, x-axis 0, y-axis 5. So these 2 points you join and draw this line. And now we we find the points for the second equation. When we put y equal to 0, minus 2x is equal to 2 and x is equal to -1. So the first point is -1, 0. And when we put x equal to 0 and number 5, so you get y is equal to 2, so 0, 2. So now with the help of these 2 points, you draw another line. On x-axis -1 and y 0, and on y-axis 0 and 2. These 2 points you join and draw a line, so you will get this area. Now you have to check the test point for the first inequality and second inequality. You put 0, 0 and 0 is less than 5. It contains the origin. So the first line, this line is in downward direction, which contain the origin. And y greater than equal to 0 show that it is above x-axis. The shaded area will be above x-axis, above the origin. If it is less than equal to 0, below the origin. If greater than equal to 0, so above the origin. Now we have to check the test point for the second inequality. So when you put 0, 0 in the second inequality, it 0 is less than 2, it satisfies. So again the second line also contain the origin. So this shaded area is the solution set. Now you have to find the corner points. Corner points are this A, B and C. So A you have to find, it is in front of this is 1 and this one is 1 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it is in front of 4. So y-axis is 4 and x-axis you have to check it from the downward direction, that what will be the value of x-axis when you draw it on a graph. So the corner points are B is -1, 0 and C is 5, 0. And for A, you have to check it with the help of graph. It is on y-axis 4 and on x-axis 0, 1, 2. On x-axis 2 and 2 and 4 is for A. And we get these corner points. A, 1, 4 is 1, 4 is the point of intersection of 4 and 5. B is -1, 0 is the point of intersection of 5 and 6, and C is 5, 0 is the point of intersection of 4 and 6. You have to write it like this. Now come to the next question, question number 5, the last question of this exercise. Question number 5 is that graph the solution region of the following system of linear inequality by shading. Again, here the method is same, but the only difference is that here you have given 3 inequalities. In previous, you have given the 2 inequalities and you have to find the corner points, and in this you have given the 3 inequalities. Method is same, that first you write the associated equation for these 3 inequalities, then you find the graph for equation number 4, 5, and 6, and then you check the test point which show that where the shaded area is, it contain the origin or not. So for the first in linear inequality, equation is 3x minus 4y equal to 12. For the second, 3x plus 2y equal to 3. And for the third, x plus 2y equal to 9. This is number 6. Now putting y equal to 0 in number 4, when you put y equal to 0, so it will be 3x equal to 12 and 3 shifted on other side, divide by 12, so x is equal to 4. So the first point you get on x-axis, that is 4, 0. Now you put x equal to 0 in equation number 4. So you get minus 4y equal to 12. So y is minus 3. So the point you get, that is 0, minus 3. When you draw these 2 points on the graph paper, remember one thing, when you draw the graph, you write the scale. When you write the scale, then it will be easily you can locate these points. On x-axis 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit, and on y-axis 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit. So on x-axis, if you check, x is 4, y is 0, so this point, and on y-axis x is 0, y is minus 3, this point. When you join these 2 points and extend the line, you will get this line. This line is for equation number 4. Now you have to check the same, do the same process for the second equation, which is equation number 5. You put y equal to 0, so you get 3x equal to 3, so x is equal to 1. So means the first point is 1, 0. When x is 1, y-axis is 0. When you put x equal to 0, so you get 2y equal to 3, so y is equal to 3 over 2. So the second point on y-axis is 0, 3 by 2. 3 when you divide by 2, you get 1.5. So you draw these 2 points on the graph paper. In the same graph, when x-axis 1, y-axis 0, this point, and on when x-axis 0, y-axis 1.5, this point. So you join these 2 points and extend the line. So this line is for equation number 5. Now you have to do the same process for number 6. You put y equal to 0, so x is equal to 9. So means that x is 9, y is 0, this point. When you put x equal to 0, you get y is equal to 9 over 2. So 9 divided by 2, so 2 4s, so 4.5. So on y-axis 0 and 4 point, you join these 2 points and extend the line. So you will get the point of intersection here, and this point, and this point. Look, this point of intersection is, the first point of intersection is, this one is equation number 5 and equation number 6. This is equation number 4 and equation number 6, this one point. Now for the shaded area, you have to check the test point. Look the inequalities. If you put 0 0, so 0 0 is the test point, you put it in equation number 1, so 0 minus 0 0 is less than equal to 12, so means for the first it contain the origin. So for the first point which we draw, it contain the origin. So for the second you check 0 0 and 0 is greater than equal to 3, not satisfy. So for the second it doesn't contain the origin, so it will not contain the origin, the area will be at this side. And for the third you check 0 is less than 8, contain the origin, so in downward direction. So this is the shaded area which show the solution set. So graph of 1 is the closed half plane on the side of 0 0 because it contains 0 0, and graph of second is the closed half plane made by line is not uh, at the side of 0 0 because it doesn't satisfy. So for the third, the graph is closed half plane made by on the side of 0 0. So 1 2 and 3 is the solution region of system number 1 is shown in the figure by shaded region. So in this way you have to do the other parts. I hope you will understand it and you can easily do. Now come to next exercise. Before going to start next exercise, remember one thing. In next exercise again you have linear inequalities. In this you have given the two inequalities, and then you have to also mention that that is the shaded area is above x-axis, below x-axis, or at right hand side or left hand side. So in this way you have to solve. So before starting exercise number 5.2, you have to understand that what is problem constraints. We have described the linear inequalities, prescribe limitations and restrictions in allocation of available sources while taking a certain problem from everyday life. Each linear inequality concerning the problem is named as problem constraint, means that the inequalities which we have given, we have to available resources when we taking the certain problem from everyday life, that is called problem constraint. The system of linear inequalities involved in the problem concerned are called problem constraint. The variable used in the system of linear inequalities relating to the problem of everyday life are non-negative and are called non-negative constraint, means that the related problem is non-negative and we are called as non-negative. So what is the feasible solution set? You have this thing is new in this exercise, that you have to know that what is the feasible solution. The solution region which is restricted to the first quadrant is referred to as a feasible region for the set, means that if the solution set is restricted in the first quadrant in which x is greater than equal to 0 and y is greater than equal to 0, you know that when we draw the graph in the first quadrant, x and y both are positive, and in second quadrant x is negative, y positive, in third quadrant x and y both are negative, and in fourth quadrant x positive but y is negative. So when you restrict the solution in the first quadrant, that is called feasible region. Each point of the feasible region is called feasible solution, means that the point which is contained in the feasible region, that is called feasible solution of the system of linear inequality. Feasible solution set, a set consisting of all the feasible solution of the system of linear inequalities, is called feasible solution. So first of all, what will you do? You plot the graph feasible region and find the corner points for the following system of linear inequalities. Means that when you have given this, look in the question it will be mentioned that x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0, means that the area is restricted in the first quadrant, so means that it is the feasible region, and the points which from which you get the solution set, that will be the feasible solution. Now come to the exercise. Exercise 5.2 question number 1. If you check, you have given graph the feasible region of the following system of linear inequalities. Now you know what is feasible region. If the solution, the inequality is restricted in the first quadrant when x is greater than equal to 0 and y greater than equal, means both are positive, that area is called feasible region, and the solution set from that area which we get, that is the feasible solution. So question is, graph the feasible region of the following system of linear inequalities and find the corner points in each case. Where the shaded area located, for that the corner points you also find. So first inequality is 2x minus 3y less than equal to 6, and the second is 2x plus 3y less than equal to 12, x greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0. Very easy. The steps are same. First you write the associated equation, then you for each equation you have to find the 2 points on which x-axis and y-axis cut, and then you have to find the you check the test point. When you check the test point, after that you draw the shaded region, and when you draw the shaded region, with the help of shaded region you have to find the solution set. So first we write the for these inequalities associated equation for 1, 2, 3 and 4. For 3 and 4 no need to write, it's just to show that this area is this is the feasible region. X is greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0. So for the first two, 2x minus 3y equal to 6, 2x plus 3y equal to 12. So in first equation, when you put y equal to 0, so 2x is equal to 6, so x is equal to 3. So the first point on x-axis which cut the first equation, that is 3, 0. When you put in the second, when y equal to 0, so 2x equal to 12, so x is equal to 6. So 0, 6, 0, and for the second y equal to 0, so 2x equal to 12, again you get 6, 0. So with the help of these 2 points you have to draw the graph. For the first one line, x-axis is 3, y-axis 0, this one point, and for y-axis, x-axis 0, y-axis minus 2, these 2 points. You join these 2 points and extend the line. And for the second, x-axis 6, y-axis 0, and y-axis is 0, x-axis 0, y-axis 4, this point. You join these 2 points and extend the line. Now you have to check the test point. For test point in the first inequality, you put 0, 0. When you put 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 0 is less than equal to 6. So means that it contains the origin. So for the first line above x-axis, because it's mentioned that x is greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0. So in the first quadrant, it contains the origin. So the shaded area contains the origin. Now test point you will check. So satisfy both inequalities 1 and 2. The graph of 1 and 2, the closed half plane on the side of 0, 0. Now the feasible solution is which one? O, A, B and C. So O is the origin, you know that 0, 0. A we already find it, that is 3, 0. For B we have to find on with the help of graph. If we take the 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit on x-axis and 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit on y-axis, then you can easily locate the value of B, that what will be the value of B. So value of B on x-axis 4.5, on y-axis 1. And C is 0, 4 are the corner points of feasible region. So 9, 2 is the point of intersection of line. The point of intersection you find where it intersect both lines. Both line intersecting at point B. So you say that B is the point of intersection and you have to write the point of intersection. That's it. It's very easy, nothing difficult. Now come to the second part, x plus y less than equal to 5 minus 2x plus y less than equal to 2, equation number 2, and x greater than equal to 0, y gets means that this is the feasible region in the first quadrant. The shaded area will be restricted in the first quadrant because of these two inequalities. Now you have to write when x greater than equal to 0 means positive, y greater than equal to 0 means positive. So first quadrant. Now you have to write the associated equation for number 1 inequality. So x plus y equal to 5, and second minus 2x plus y equal to 2. So you put y equal to 0 in equation number 1. When you put y equal to 0, so x is equal to 5. So means that the first point on x-axis is 5, 0. And now when you put x equal to 0 in first equation, so y is 5. So on y-axis, it's 0, 5. Now the same process you will do in the second equation. You put y equal to 0, so minus 2x equal to 2. So x is equal to minus 1. When you put x equal to 0, so y is equal to 2. So 0, 2. Now with the help of these points, we have to draw the graph. For the first, when x-axis is 5, y-axis 0, this point. And on y-axis, when x-axis 0, y-axis 5, this point. So this line is for equation number 1. Now for equation number 2, when x-axis is minus 1 here and y-axis 0, this point, and y-axis is 0 to this point. You join these 2 points and extend the line. Both line intersect at this point. Now you have to check the test point. The test point will be in the first quadrant. The shaded area will be in the first quadrant due to the feasible region. So test point, when you put, look, 0, 0 in the first inequality, 0 plus 0, 0, and 0 is less than equal to 5. So it contains the origin. So for the first line, this one line, it contains the origin. So at the origin side, similarly in the second, 0, 0, 0 is less than equal to 2, contain the origin. So for this, so this shaded area is the feasible region. And now you have to find the corner points. Corner points are O, A, B, and C. So O is 0, 0, the origin. A is 5, 0, and B we have to find with the help of graph. On x-axis, it is above 1. On y-axis, it is in front of 4. So B is 1, 4. And C is, we already find it with the help of equation. So that is 0, 2. So corner points are O, A, B, and C. And the point of intersection is B, and that is 1, 4. Look. O, A, B, C are corner points of feasible region, and B is the point of intersection of line 1 and 2. So in the same way, you have to do all the remaining parts of this exercise, question number 1. It's not difficult, it's easy. And inshallah, question number 2 we will discuss in our next lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.